As you can see, it is 5:30. It is the 2nd of January, and again, Happy New Year. Hubby has just left for work, first day back, after having a break since he finished early Christmas Eve. I think it was about 11:30, so it is a bit of a shocker. And of all days, he was had to go in 2 hours earlier than what he normally does, so our alarm went off just before 4:45, so he could get into work to unlock, and things like the chiller and different pieces of machinery take a while to boot up. If he went in normal time, everything won't be ready to go until about lunchtime. I don't know all the ins and outs, but basically he had to go in to set up for the day. Do excuse, as I said, except for having tiredness and bad heads, feeling trained off and on over Christmas, I worked through it and got everything done. Everybody else at the moment has recovered, and then wham, New Year's Eve, I woke up feeling really groggy, and by Christmas Eve night, by midnight, we watched the fireworks as you do on TV and everything, and all around us actually we had the curtains all open. It was lovely. Besides watching them on the TV, we did always see the night in, New Year in. We don't do a lot New Year's Eve. The only time we did a big party was obviously the Millennium. We don't do a lot, but New Year's Day was brilliant. Although I am really full of cold, I'm feeling really rough. It's mostly, I think, resetting for today. As you can see, that's enough of me waffling. I will not be on camera, I don't think, today at all. I must have said I look a right state. I will do a little bit of filming, and as I said, do excuse if the words are not correct or my voice fails or whatever. You know when your head's full of cotton wool. But I just wanted to start the 2nd of January with a reset. Now, the table didn't get reduced. As I said, we do have a middle panel, which is really good. It's surprising that little bit makes the table look a lot bigger. So that's just my glass yet. I haven't made me coffee because hubby went straight out and I'm packing up. It is getting back into a system, so I had a drop of Coke because I'm going to make my coffee in a minute, but as I said, my throat is really sore. So I want to maybe slowly take you through the 2nd of January. It is what I call my reset day. I don't know whether I will get any organisation done in today. As I said, I've got to pace myself, but I want to get the dining room back cleared, as you can see, and all my internal bow. It was lovely that we did have all the cups and saucers to go with the desserts. So I'm going to collapse all this. This means all this has got to go into the wash. There's all the napkins, and then I've got to get it all back into my cabinet, which I might, because I can sit on the floor and do it, I might show you that bit, because I like to take everything out, give it a good clean and put it all back. So I may also got to possibly reset my shelving, and this is what I've got to put away. There's all my internal bow. I did keep things, I didn't say yesterday, I normally keep a spare place setting of sorts, so I did have a couple of extra bits because we wasn't sure whether we was going to have a 9th person come. As I say, so I'm going to put all that away. I've got some glass to put away. excuse that bit. I'm doing the packing up. That was the rest of the part of the carcass I've got to really wrap up, and in I do it in paper and carrier bags and everything, because I've said this before, we do not have wheelie bins. I've got all my tea towels there. Amazing how much we got through. And come over here, I've got all, my son kind of did practically all the washing up yesterday. As I was dishing up with hubby, he started washing up, but I didn't mind that, and then it's just left the bits and pieces for me to put away. So I don't know how interesting this video is going to be, but let's just say 2nd of January, reset day and motivation. I've just finished making the rolls up for my son. Like me, he loves turkey stuffing and mayo sandwiches, so I had some rolls. Hubby, I knew what he would say. I offered him turkey and stuffing sandwiches, and he wanted just cheese and tomato, which I could understand it. It's a standard joke that before he was made redundant from a big corporation, where there was 500 or 700 people, there was a normal, so many people working there. That used to be 2nd of January, used to be taking turkey sandwiches, things like mince pies, Christmas cake, tins of biscuits, sweets, because they just got leftovers. I must admit, we didn't get through hardly any chocolates, and the 2 big tubs of biscuits remained. I think when everybody and our visitors had the main meal, they didn't want any, dare I say, knickknacks and nibbles, so I still got quite a bit left. We did get through quite a lot of the tubs of savouries. We did do that. But anyway, turkey and stuffing sandwiches for my son's packing up. They did say, or hubby so far said, that I ought to go back to bed. I'll see what I can get done, as I previously said. It may take me a while, but basically I was told just to leave them a list when they both come home from work tonight, which makes me feel a bit guilty, of anything that needs doing. It usually takes two to collapse the table. It just makes it a little bit easier. So anyway, I don't know if anybody else is the same. I love cold turkey. Right, as you can see, it's 10 to 6. My son's still in bed at the moment. It's not quite time for him to get up. This is my lounge. Now, I just want to point out that I am not perfect, and I do tend to try and, set up everything for the next day. But unfortunately, last night I had a nice hot bath, put comfy PJs in. Although I had an amazing day with family, and I snuggled up on the sofa with my sleeping bag, my new pillow over there, or cushion. I did go to bed. I didn't think I'd be able to sleep, but I think I got a good 5 hours, which is good for me. To say that I really felt rough last night. I've got little bits and pieces to do. I'll show you. I've just got to put all my granddaughter's toys away. We did have our tent up. We had an amazing time. I've just got a few bits and pieces just to clear up, and I normally say, as long as the cups and glasses and everything find their way into the bowl, which they didn't. But that's not too much of a problem. It's not too bad to reset. And we did have gingerbread lattes last night, so I've got the glasses there to tell you the truth, I just about made it up the stairs last night. I don't know why, but as you can see, we have got our granddaughter's books out, and this is near the back doorway. Oh yeah, we're finding the Christmas cutters everywhere as well. We were very careful. There was 2 of us in the kitchen, and there was 1 or 2 issues when she came through, which wasn't a problem, and she just sat there with me, her grandmother and grandpa, with the cutters, watching her grandpa sort the dinner out. I think really and truly she was hungry, because she kept going to a high chair and asking to get in. So I think she was ready for dinner. I'm surprised how she's come over in leaves and bounds. She was really nice. My cupboard is not too bad. It is a bit cluttered. And while we're on the subject, I did show a picture of my nails. I am really impressed with these. This is the box, Elegant Touch, and these were £1.99 from Home Bargains, and I'm really impressed. They stayed on really well all day. Sorry, my stomach is rumbling. I don't know why. I'm not really that hungry, just thirsty. But I'm just showing you the downstairs. See, not everything is perfect. We're not actually too bad. She knows, I mean, she's 1 year old. She knows where her books are. I thought she would take all the books out, although they're pretty well packed. But so she has a segment of books here. And she's very quick off the mark. I'm surprised you forget about these things. And she knew that I got books in this one that she got out. She left mine alone, actually. She was really good. She did play with the paperclip, I must admit, but I supervised her. And I have got my little board out that I normally use for crafting. That was because me and hubby had cheese and crackers last night. It was late. Me wrapped up on the floor with a sleeping bag with the board, making cheese and crackers. And that was lovely because it was the cranberry cheese. And another thing that I tend to do today, also on New Year reset, is I like to check what I've got left over food wise, check the dates, and just reevaluate what I have in my food cupboards. Right, it's just coming up to 10:30. I've cleared all the table, and I just thought I'd quickly show you. It's that middle section there that actually is the extension. This is the second table we've had like this that can extend the middle bit, which just makes it that lot easier. Then what happens is this part is taken out, it's put across in the centre, and then obviously you close the 2 sides back up. Right, so the centre bit has been put back underneath, and then all you do is push it together and you have a smaller table. Like I said, that middle bit makes a lot of difference for the extra seating. And I must admit, usually around Easter and Christmas is possibly the only times we actually extend it. But to have that piece there to do with when you need it, it's useful. Like I said, this is second table we've had where the middle bit you can have in to extend it. The other one, if I remember rightly, when you pulled it back, you twisted it up and it came up. As this one, you actually lift it up, but this one's, because it's solid wood and it's much heavier than our previous one. That is just a little bit to consider if you do consider buying a dining room suite, is to find out if it does extend, because it could save time and money in the long run and help out, especially if you have extended company. Just a little thing I wanted to show, because as I say, it doesn't get extended very often. Right, so I just wanted to show you this, because I've pulled or pushed the table back into its slot over there. It does give us this amount of space, as you can see. It's surprising how much extra room it's got to get by. And I've just reset the table as it's normally kept from day to day. I've took the gold banner down, but I've left everything else at the moment. I've not got too many concerns about sorting that out today. We'll see how it goes. And I've still got the banner up there, but hubby said he'll take that down when he gets home. And if we go through, all the books are away. And I've got the Maid and Butler, which is my Hoover and ironing board back there. So the bookcase has been straightened up. And then going into the lounge, everything's away. I've put all my granddaughter's toys away. And as I say, it's back straightened up now. The only bits I've got is all my camera bits up there. I have got my scented piece that I got for Christmas, and it smells lovely. So there is a few DVDs and games down there that needs to be put away, but we are nearly there. The time is, let's have a look what the time is at the moment. I hope I'm not making you feel giddy. It's 10 to 11, so it's not too bad. I've got the kitchen to finish, and I've also got that's the bottom of the unit. That is where all that internal bow crockery goes, and that's what I'm hoping to do maybe this afternoon. I'm going to have a sit down because I'm out of breath, and I just want to at least get, I say, the downstairs straightened up, and I've still got to finish my internal bow, which I'm just stacking up in like for like, ready to go back in the unit. So I'll leave it just there for the moment. I'm going to have a drink, have a sit down, and then hopefully I can get all the internal bow put away back in the cabinet. Right, I'm getting round to now putting all my internal bow crockery away in the lounge cabinet, and I'm going to show you my cabinet, which is here. It's got two shelves, and there's the bottom. It does look a bit of a mess because I got obviously things out yesterday for the dinner party. One thing I would say that I normally do, especially with this cupboard, I take the photos, even if I delete them straight afterwards, I take a photo of each shelf so I know how everything goes back. It's just, again, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle because I don't use it regularly. I do use it, but not regularly. It all goes back in a way that it all goes actually in this one cabinet. So that's just one thing. If you are just emptying something to clean and you're not sure that it's going to go back in the same order, or you don't remember how it goes, just take a quick photograph with your phone so you've got something to refer back to, and that's what I do with this cabinet. Right, as you can see, I have now finished the unit. I did remember where everything went, although I took photographs. I have altered it slightly, and I've took a few bits and pieces out. So I've got all my dishes, as I say, very much into use it or lose it. And I am under the impression now that I'm going to use a lot of this more. And I'm just altering it so you can see the top bit a bit more that I've completed. And the trouble is, when I used to do my dinner parties, I very much used to use all the serving dishes, and really and truly this is the most expensive part. Now we tend to just basically know what everybody likes, or like I said yesterday, we tell them, you know, we'll put it on your plate, eat it. If you don't want it, just leave it, sort of attitude, to stop the food from getting cold. Now, I've only got 4 sets of wine glasses. As I said, as far as I'm aware, they've stopped actually making this set now. So unless I find the odd piece in charity shops, or my son, actually, when he came round with his wife and a granddaughter, he did look online and he has actually found quite a lot. I think it's through something like Facebook Marketplace that's selling quite a lot of the set, so I might review it. I always did say that once I got my kitchen all done, I would use it all, and I would just use it every day. But basically that hasn't happened, so I tend to have plain white set in that I got from IKEA. But anyway, so I've got everything on the top here's all done, and I've done all the bottom. I say I've tweaked it a little bit. In this bowl, you might see me put, it's like in here I've got like all the different napkin rings that I've got, these sort of things can be used. I try and find things I can double use, like these can be Valentine's Day, or I could use them at Christmas time. And basically I paid about 25p each for these from Tesco's, so that worked out really reasonable. And I've got some more plain red ones in there, and the gold ones that I've used. Now these, I did have a couple more, but they're slowly breaking. I can't even remember where I had these from. These normally go on the table, especially Christmas Day. And I put the after 8 mints in there after dinner. I didn't do it this year, I must admit, and I've only got 4. I might use them for something else, some other form of decor. I've known to put a battery operated tea light in there with some little crystals. Again, quite versatile, and I use them for table decor. I've got 2 sets of placemats here. I've got my owl ones, my plain brown ones, and I've got the reddish ones that you can turn around. Again, versatile because dual purpose. They can be either black or red. The only thing I don't tend to use, maybe I should get rid of them, but they were a wedding present, was the champagne glasses. That I really could do with some more placemats. Again, I've only got 5. I think I must have dumped one some time ago, but they are getting a bit bad. And that case that I showed you, that is actually, I'll show you again, this is actually a fruit set. This is what I got from my grandmother. She unfortunately passed away some time ago now, but this is one of the memories I had. This is the fruit set. We always used to have like sandwiches on plates. always embroidery napkins, and she used to serve tin fruit as well with cream. So that was one of the things. Really and truly, one of these Sundays I used to sort of capture the memory by doing little sandwiches and fruit and everything, so that's something I will have to do. I have taken some items out and they're going to be replaced. What I normally do is anything that I've used for party will normally go in here. Something I haven't used, I've just stuck them at the side here. I actually got these from Tesco's. They are paper ones. I got them in silver and in black, and there's 20 each. These were 10p each from Tesco's. Now, I got them quite some time ago, I must admit, and quite handy, you know, if I would just want to put them on the dining room table. I don't think I actually mentioned, but when I had my tablecloth on there yesterday, I did have my heat resistant mat underneath to save the table, so we really didn't need the placemats. But if I'm going to set it up like that, and we are having quite a few people, I'd rather have my heat resistant mat on my dining table just to save it. Right, this is the bits and pieces I've taken out. You can see a theme. I normally keep them all there, but I'm going to remove them. I have actually got a what I call disposable partyware, plates, cups, straws, everything in a box. So I'm going to see if I can remove some of these bits and pieces and put them there. I did find when I took my cookery out another set of these. These are all from IKEA. And I'm going to put these in my cabinet and maybe get rid of a few plates as well. These are actually quite I call these a side plate, and this is quite actually a decent size. These must be bigger than the other side plates I've got. We've had a party before, tablecloth, so hopefully that can go in my disposable party bin. These are, I've had quite a few years now. I had a playing card theme party years and years ago for one of my son's birthdays, and so I managed to get all these sort of plates like these, and they're just too nice to get rid of. After Christmas I did actually get a lot of these, again from Tesco's, quite handy to use any time of year. And these I love. These are actually cardboard. I got two sets. Again, these were from Dunham, bought after Christmas, and this is what I mean. And this one's still got the price on. Maybe it should have gone up in the loft actually. It was £1.99 down to 49p. And it is a set of 4 card platters, so ideal to get things off, as say the season. A number of these are when I collected these. I think these might be from Poundland actually. I've kept these, whether I will actually get rid of them. We had these when we had England playing, and we've had them as like picnics, because one year we was away when they were in the World Cup, and I took them with us when we went on a picnic. This one used to be for one of my friend's granddaughters when they used to come, the Cupcake Fairy, but this is going to be ideal. I can take this out because this would be handy for our granddaughter. Paper plates, which really should go in the partyware. Napkins again for partyware. And then table covers. I've got one in red and one in yellow for different seasons. And then I had this bread basket, Cyprus, from a friend. And then this is a happy birthday banner, which I may just get rid of. And just a couple of bits that we used when we had a little party for my friend's grandkids. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this all put away into the respective places, because else it will just, if I just go and put it aside, it's one of those things, after you've done a sorting out, organising project, you always end up with stuff that you don't want to put back in. So I need to place all this. I have also done 2 lots of washing. I've got them dry. I've folded and put the laundry away, and I'm just washing all the tablecloth and napkins for my internal bow. All that actually goes in my airing cupboard when that's all dry. Right, I've just put all the party wear in this box, which came from IKEA. There's quite a lot of stuff in here, but I'm not going to go through it today. Maybe on the agenda this week. So basically, I've got like the cupcake stands at the back here. I've got popcorn bags there. I've got some paper plates here that I took out of that unit. Cutlery, tablecloths, a variety of different napkins. I've put those little dishes there that could be used. And as I say, different napkins. I have an awful lot of party-wear because, as I say, I did buy it. I do buy it after the season. And these are what was left over from the wedding reception. So I've kept those because, like, these would look nice at Easter time. These and the brown ones brilliant at Halloween. Plus, if they want to do a party anytime, I have got them all in my box. So that actually box goes up in that cupboard there. And as I say, I will share that another day, and I'll go through and probably go through all that and just check I want to keep everything. I didn't think I'd get rid of anything, but I got a dinner plate that's got a slight chip in. I found some more of the Ingham plates that was actually on the shelf, aside in that cabinet. This SpongeBob one, because it's got a slight chip in, and 3 odd plates. And I've put the whole set of white plates to be washed, and then they'll go in the cupboard in place of these. So there's a little pile that I am actually getting rid of, which I'm quite happy with. I didn't think I'd be getting rid of anything because the one cupboard I was cleaning and organising was my internal bow, so I knew there wouldn't be anything to get rid of. Right, I'm going to leave it there because it is now just gone 4 o'clock and I'm feeling quite rough, and I'm going to have to think about getting some dinner on soon because the guys will be coming back from work. I've got everything completed that I wanted to do, which I'm really happy about. So all I can say is thanks for watching. Goodbye.